Bro, when this Wano arc, man, when this Wano arc is over, said and done, over with, I swear, I hope going forward, the animation for One Piece is like this going forward. Because my goodness, this episode was really good today. We also get the revelations about what else to smile, you know, I'm not in a good mood right now. I'm not in a good mood because the Clippers just lost. I'm upset about that, but I'm trying to find some happiness in the One Piece episode tonight, and Wells go back to play Marvel Avengers because I've been enjoying that game. Anyways, um, again, as I was saying, we get the truth finally revealed about what the Smile Devil Fruits actually do, and it's even more confirmed if you watch the next episode preview of the episode, and stuff like that. But this episode, man, the visuals on how the animation looked like, dude, and just the emotion from this episode alone, just great, dude, just great. You know, I've been saying it the last few weeks. This feels like somewhat Ace vibes in terms of the Marineford stuff, and it definitely did. But it felt like a combination of the Ace and Whitebeard death, right here and there, and stuff like that, man. Where it's just gut wrenching. The Ace part comes from just the gut wrenching fact when you see Tonoyasu just get shot like thousands of freaking times. But then the Whitebeard death part comes in his explanation about how corrupt, Orochi is when he says and what he's trying to do with trying to make sure the plan still goes on and free the rebels and stuff like that. Which is, man. And then that ending, man, when Zoro thought that they were all laughing, only for Hiyori to tell him, nah, man, it's because the devil fruit, the smile devil fruits did this to them. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to it. This week's episode was One Piece episode 940. So this is where we get the eventual death of Tonoyasu here, which I did predict that it was going to happen. I was hoping it wasn't going to happen, but it happened. But this is, again, it's going to be another thing that fuels this the scabbards, obviously the 9 scabbards, as well as the other Straw Hats, are the people in the Alliance, to eventually have a much more stronger, passionate reason to fight back. Again, I definitely can't wait for the freaking battle on Onigashima to get animated. I know that's currently going on in the manga. I only read up to the part where I believe Luffy and one of the newly recent characters, I'm not going to say it for anime purposes, but one of the newer characters in that part that shows up, they were about to go confront Kaido or something like that, or crash the party or something like that. That's where I left off, and I stopped reading the manga, so I want to be blind going to the battle on Onigashima. Anyways, yeah. Listen, let's get to this episode. Now, Doji, actually, Ashura Doji, he comes into the city. Now, we obviously know what happened, because Hold'em destroyed his forest home base. So he's coming in here looking for Hold'em. But then he sees, the broadcast of the Toniyasu execution. And he knows, Toniyasu, and obviously he gets emotional. He's like, what the hell's going on here? Now, Toniyasu, he goes on to apologize again for the flyer. Now, the reason why he does this is because he knows that the jig is up, that, the rebels, plan has been found out about this. And Toniyasu, knowing, is like, listen, I'm just going to say that this was a prank, so then the people can lower the guard. So Orochi and his men can lower their guard, and the attack can still be a surprise attack because they'll think they didn't see it coming. And like I said, he goes on to say that he did that as a prank just to put fear into people who believed in the whole, prophecy thing. But again, like I said, he did this so he did this so one also two the people in the jail who had the crescent moon tattoos on their ankles that they were released, which they're rebels as well. They're so they can be released. They can be able to be able to go and be able to be in the raid on Onigashima, um, as well as he's doing this so they can lower the enemy's guard on terms of the prophecy being fulfilled and stuff like that. Um, Now, he makes a mention here that after Odin died, when Orochi became shogun, Orochi asked the four daimyos, including Tonoyasu, to follow essentially under him. Now, he goes on to say, he said, he goes on to tell Orochi, or tell the story to the public, and he's like, listen, this man had a debt to Odin, but he got the position of shogun by essentially being a cunning person and kind of, one-upped him in a sense, which we all know, Orochi had some sneaking to do with him ending up being the shogun, because there's a reason why the Nine Scabbards hate him. Anyways, that's when he says the daimyos didn't want to even follow this guy because they were so loyal to Odin and what he represented. But when they were trying to rebel and draw their swords against Orochi's men and his rule, that's when obviously Kaido came in and stopped them from letting that happen, which makes Wano under the rule of Orochi and Kaido. Now, in the meantime, Orochi actually gets to the execution. He's got his freaking musket out, and he's ready to shoot freaking Orochi. Alright, not Orochi. He's ready to shoot Tonoyasu down and stuff like that. Now, Tonoyasu tells Orochi this thing. He's like, it's just like, the will of Odin, or I forgot, it was something related to Odin. But he tells Orochi this. He's like, one of the things about the prophecy, and he says, a man of such small caliber shall never know the taste of Odin for as long as he shall live. I'm not really going to break that point down. I kind of don't understand that point, but if you guys understand that much more, please put that in the comment section. But I'm guessing from what it's saying, he's saying that Orochi is a small man, and he'll never know what Odin ever lived up to as long as he lived, or the prophecy or the will of Odin, and stuff like that. That's what I feel like he's saying, and stuff like that. Now, Inuarashi says that Tonoyasu and Odin were like sworn brothers, and they cut to a flashback scene where they were training, with the kendo sticks and everything, and things like that. Also, more information on the thing, when Tonoyasu was in the prison, I'm guessing, he had the sheet, and he gave the allies, he changed up the paper, the little paper on the allies, which, these two lines, I believe, to the snakes, which is a new rendezvous point for them to meet up to be prepared for the fire festival of the raid on Onigashima. Now, I don't know if Kinemon and the others know, but I guess the other allies, when they release, will probably talk to Kinemon and tell him, like, hey, this is what happened, this is what's going on, and stuff like that. And this is when Kinemon and Inuarashi finally get the realization that he is legit sacrificing his life for the plan to succeed and the plan to be put in motion. And that's when, man, you see the emotional scene when Orochi just is like, stuff like that, and that's when you see Tonoyasu essentially get shot down. He gets shot down by Orochi, he gets shot down by the other executioner guards. And can I just say this, man? Did the man need like almost 50 bullets of lead put into this guy, into him? Like, did this dude really need 50 bullets into him just to kill him? One bullet to the head should be, like, enough, man. And that's what the gut-wrenching point. I was like, you're just watching this scene, and they develop the scene really well. Like, they draw this scene out, and it makes you, like, hate them shooting him, because you're like, bro, can we stop? Like, stop shooting him, man. Like, this dude had, like, 50 bullets in him. We cut back to a flashback scene where we see the younger 9 Scabbards. Now, the interesting point is, they still shade out Kawamatsu, but they also seem to shade out the character that apparently is going to be Denjiro. They shade him out for a purpose. Now, I don't know if it's me, but the person in the black hair in the back, if you go back to the scene, um, I saw that person. I'm like, whoa, 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 wait a second. Now, obviously, anime onlys will probably, well, anime onlys, didn't pick this up, but I saw the person in the back with the black hair. I kid you not, that looked like the dude who was in Whitebeard's crew. The one Japanese looking guy, I believe his name was Izo. That looked like him. So is Izo actually one of the nine scabbards? Now that could have been Kiku, but when I saw the face, I'm like, that looks like the dude who was in Whitebeard's crew from the Marineford arc. And I believe, like I said, I believe his name was Izo. It seems interesting, and it'll make sense because he looked like he was from the Wano country when we first saw him. Or the war you look at him, it looks like he could have. Now looking back at it, he could have been from Wano. That was something I took away, and I was like, huh, very interesting. But anyways, we see, like I said, the younger nine scabbards and stuff like that. And essentially Tonoyasu, and what the thing is they stole money for Oden, but Tonoyasu, he actually gives him more money. He's like, if you want the money, we want the money. And he just tells him like, look, if you guys really look up to Oden, because he's gonna be the Shogun, make sure you always, he's essentially telling them all, like, make sure you always have his back and you always, trusted him and stuff like that. And that's why we know that the nine scabbards have that devotion to Oden and stuff like that. And hell, we even saw a younger Inuarashi and Neko Imushi. If you don't know what their that's their Japanese names, and which I'm talking about Cat Viper and Dogstorm, essentially. So stuff like that. That was a nice little backstory too. So he eventually falls to the ground. Otoko's there, and she's like right there in the bamboo, and she sees her dad, they're dead, and she's just crying, but it sounds like she's laughing. And Zoro, surrounded by the other people in Ebisu Town, he sees them, to Zoro, he thinks the people in Ebisu Town are laughing at, Tonoyasu's death and everything and stuff like that, and he's getting really pissed and stuff like that. But that's when Hiyori comes up on him and tells him, listen, they're not laughing. I kid you not, they're not laughing. They may look like they're laughing and they're smiling, but no, they are really crying and they're really emotional. And she goes on to say, she says, whenever they're sad or mad, their emotions don't show it and stuff like that. They don't show it. And then this is when we get the revelation from Hiyori, who says, because of Kaido and Orochi, the reason why they're like that is because of Smile. And then, as you see in the episode, they showed the Smile Devil Fruit, the ones that Doflamingo manufactured for Kaido to be implemented there and stuff like that. So, man. And again, if you watch the next episode preview, and I know I'm spoiling it for the next episode preview, but the thing is, the reason why the people are smiling like that is because they ate the Smile Devil Fruit, the Smile Devil Fruit, and that's forcing them to make them smile like that. Now, I wonder too, because in some people in Kaido's crew, they have Smile Devil Fruit powers as well, which gives them, their Devil Fruit powers and stuff. Well, those animal fruit powers. Now, I figure, do the Ebisu people have, the same type of powers like them, where they transform into some type of animal or something like that? That's very interesting. And man, when you just hear that, you can already tell that somehow the people of Ebisu Town were goaded and tricked into eating these devil fruits, or they maybe found them and thought, oh, we're so poor and we need food, let's eat these apples, or the fruit that look like apples, and they ate it, and then they're just like that. And, or like I said, maybe it's either that or maybe they were tricked into eating them. And yeah, so it seems like Zoro is going to get another moment here in trying to, you know, stuff like that. And it seems like we're gonna get a huge fight in near the execution scene and stuff like that. Man, the story, the way, the more the story is developing, the more messed up you're seeing. How freaking messed up Orochi and Kaido are. And the fact that because of the Smile Devil Fruit users, it took away these people's like way to show different amounts of emotion where their faces just stuck in a smiling like position. Man, that's really messed up. That's really messed up. So again, today's episode was really freaking good. I can't wait for next week. The animation, I kid you not, man. They need to keep this style of animation, this style of art, like going till the end of this freaking series, man, in terms of the anime, because this looks fantastic. They're going balls to the wall. Right now, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, when Wano is all said and done, it might be my favorite anime, or it might be my favorite arc of the post time skip. And I know there's a lot of arcs that people don't like in terms of the post time skip material, but trust me, you know, I loved Whole Cake Island. I loved Dressrosa. Those are my two favorite arcs in the post time skip arc. Wano is honestly, at the end of the day, dude, Wano might be my number one post time skip arc up to the point it ends. Obviously, we all know everybody's favorite post time skip arc, you know, will probably be the final arc of One Piece because that's when it's gonna finally be it and over with and stuff like that. But man, they're really just Toei really is putting in the big budget for the Wano arc. They're like, we want this thing to look great, and man, they're looking at it. So yeah, so next week it seems like more shenanigans are gonna happen, and we're gonna get more revelations on what happened with the Smile Devil Fruit and stuff like that. And I wonder if the episode people do have powers that will transform them into the respective animal or something like that. So that is another interesting point. So other than that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, because I know I'm not, because the Clippers lost, but thank goodness for Avengers. But other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys are checking out. And tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be on the channel with the Red Wolf, and we're going to be actually reviewing the Jaya and Skypiea arcs. So, yeah. So, till then, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your night. So, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section what your thoughts on this episode was. Again, if you're a manga reader, do not put spoilers from the manga in this video, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more One Piece anime review content, or even my One Piece arc review contents every Sunday. So till then, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your night. So till then, guys, peace.